I'd like to introduce you to something called the success curve. Okay. And this curve, once you understand how this works for you, and once you can visualize your pathway in business or any new thing that you're doing, just knowing this will give you the ability to overcome and get to your best and your top level of performance. Okay. Everybody wants to, we all want things the easy way. We all want to be rich fast. We all want to be better quicker. We all want to lose weight fast. Everything we do in life, we start out with a huge amount of hope, ambition, and belief. Okay. And when we're looking at this success curve, I want you to understand that if you know this pattern, you can actually get the desired result, but it just comes in a more realistic way. Okay. So here, when you look at this upside down bell curve, okay, it's not a bell curve. What it is it's the journey of learning something new, doing something difficult, whether that's uh, starting a business, whether that's learning a new skill, whether that's, taking on a new, in this case, a new type of lead into your business, integrating internet leads into your business, how that all works. Okay. It's all going to follow this same model. Okay. And here's what it looks like. Okay. When we first start something, our belief level and our ambition and our hope and our expectation is at an ultimate high, right? And we don't really take into factor reality. We don't factor in things like, any type of obstacle or impediment. And here's what happens. We start out, so the arrow is green, which means, hey, we're a go. Okay. We're starting something new. We're excited. And then reality sets in and things start to get a little tougher. Okay. And as we experience these little micro failures, okay, our belief level starts to fall dramatically. And it falls, the slope of this curve is pretty accurate, okay? Because as we go through these micro failures, it puts such a kink in our armor that we just think, man, how could we have been so wrong? Okay. And so we go down this, reality sets in and we go down this nasty curve. And we finally hit what a lot of people call rock bottom. Okay. Rock bottom. What's really interesting about rock bottom, now, before we get into how to go up that curve, okay, I want to make a observation and make a point. Okay. One thing I didn't show on this curve was this funny little line, okay? And this line represents your knowledge, ability, and experience, all right? Notice that on the left-hand side of the curve, on the actual curve itself, when our belief and our hope and ambition is the highest, our ability level and our knowledge and our experience is where? It's at its lowest possible point, okay? So what's funny is as we go down and we have these micro failures, what's happening to our experience and our knowledge? Okay. We are adjusting and adapting. We're learning. Okay. So the funny thing is by the time we actually get to rock bottom, our belief is at an ultimate low, but our knowledge is actually getting pretty decent. We're a lot better knowledge wise than when we started. Okay. But here is the reality. The reality is most people will quit. Okay, this at this point here is where most people quit. They say, "Look, it's not what I thought it was. I tried it, it didn't work for me." Okay? So, when you hit rock bottom, you have two choices. One is to quit, and that's what the majority of people do. Okay? The second is to endure. Okay? And as you endure, okay, and these lines going back up the curve are saying, "Look, I'm going to establish new belief. I'm going to test. I'm going to try and get better. I'm going to learn." Notice the whole time that learning line is going up with us as we grow, okay? And then ultimately, as we strive and we toil and we give it the time and the experience that it takes, we wind up, where we actually wanted to be. Okay. Our ability, our knowledge now match up with our expectation. Okay. And the reality is this the success curve isn't just one bell curve. If you were to pan out, you would see a squiggly line that goes in the upward direction. Okay. That's what the success curve, or the path rather, ultimately looks like. But when you get started, this is what it looks like. So to me, and what I hope this means to you, is if you understand what it takes to overcome and to implement new things in your business or undertake a new challenge, if you understand that going into it, this will be your experience, hopefully you'll be able to recognize and maybe even avoid parts of, quote, rock bottom, and then succeed a lot faster. Okay. I know I didn't come up with the success curve. And I know when I first learned it, it was an epiphany to me. And so I'm hoping it can be an epiphany to you.